An all-Wisconsin final. Here at 170 pounds, two guys that know each other well. It's Jacob Morrissey and Jake Stilling. They both have a Wisconsin singlet on. Morrissey's got the red ankle bands. Morrissey from Oconto Falls, Wisconsin, Division II school. He's a three-time state champion, four-time finalist. Lost in overtime back as a freshman. And Jake Stilling from Elkhorn, a two-time state champion. Stilling in Division I. Future Wisconsin Badger. Morrissey will wrestle for the Boilermakers for Coach Hinkle at Purdue. These two met at the Battle on the Bay in the final. It was a match won by Morrissey 3-2. The only defeat suffered this season by Stilling, and Morrissey leads it 2-0. Morrissey is so tough in that with the dumps, and he just did one there to Stilling to lead it 2-0. Now he's got a half Nelson on the far side and an arm bar. Now he's going to switch sides. Morrissey was fifth here last year at 170. Stilling was fifth as a sophomore before capturing his two state championships. Stilling from Elkhorn. He's a state Greco champion, freestyle runner-up. And Morrissey leads this one 4-0. Morrissey with a wrist and going to put Stilling on his back. More back points for Morrissey, 3 upcoming. Still 15 seconds. He's going to work and see if he can get the fall. Seven to 0, a takedown in 2 turns for Morrissey. 7-0. Morrissey with choice. Going to go on bottom. These two part of the Wisconsin national duels teams these past couple summers. Know each other well. They train together. But Morrissey has come out with a lot of guts in that first period. Stilling, tight waist and a half. Morrissey at Oconto Falls. They're one of the better programs in Division II in the state of Wisconsin. Dave Brazier, Mark Kinziger, and Jack Magnan. Tri-head coaches there at Oconto Falls. Another point with the escape. Morrissey dives right back in on a double. Now switches off to a single. Now he's going to hook that leg, see if he can pop his head out. This reminds me of Jesse Delgado from Illinois, the national champion at 125. He's textbook in this position. And Morrissey, you're going to pop his head and get the 2. 10-0. Going to go right back to that arm bar. Ken Reynolds, head coach at Elkhorn. I know Jake Stilling does a lot of training with Jim Schmitz at Ringers, club down in Milwaukee. And Stilling on the board with a reversal. You know, the thing when you're wrestling tough guys is they're dangerous. And again, you got to keep wrestling. You're always under attack. You're vulnerable. Got to keep wrestling. Because state champions, you get lazy, you get out of position, going to make you pay. Short time, second period. Locked hands on Stilling will give a point to Morrissey, who's in control, up by 9, 11-2. And Stilling chooses neutral. And again, with his Greco background, going to be looking for something big. Not like what Morrissey does there, getting on the legs. Stilling rolls him through, squares his hips up. And Stilling with 2 more, but still down by 7. Stilling here with an arm bar and a half. Trying to load him up and tilt him. Gets a 2 count. Two near follow-up coming, and again, Stilling was down big in this one, but you keep on wrestling, always looking to improve, capitalize on an opportunity. You get a takedown, now you get a turn. Now it's 11-6. I mean, the reality is, now with a reversal there by Morrissey, the reality is you're going to lose the match. Hard to dig yourself that deep of a hole against a good kid like Morrissey, but still, go out there and at that point work to win positions, and that's what he did. Got a takedown, got a turn. At least gives you something, I think, to take away from this, and if nothing else, you know you competed. You didn't lay down for the guy. You can never, as a coach, I guess, you know, demand that your athlete wins, but you can demand that he competes. 13-6 in a battle of Wisconsin state champions. And now Morrissey's got him in a tight headlock. And Morrissey going to hang tight. I know, again, these guys are buddies, and that might have been a situation where didn't pin him if he had to.